The exact figures are not known, but a study in 2013 indicated that the deaf population in Belize stood at roughly 13 to 15,000. These are people who struggle to communicate on a daily basis, many times even at home. As a result, they often miss out on education and employment opportunities, as well as basic social interactions.
Well, I grew up in deaf communities. It's a very common thing where you'll grow up and everybody around me signs. So, of course, I grew up learning how to sign. It was just as easy for me as signing English, sometimes even better than speaking English.
Selah Davis grew up with a father who pastors a church for the deaf. She is now studying to become an international sign language interpreter. Today, Selah and her father were our interpreters at the first Congress for Inter-American Sign Language Linguistics Conference in Belize.
I came here to Belize from Venezuela to facilitate communication and relationship with the Belizeans. I work in the law and the government for the deaf in Venezuela. I teach a lot of the kids, and then so that when they grow up, that they will be able to be functioning parts of society, to create relationships between them and other people, and that throughout time that they'll be able to work throughout all of the Americas, and that we're able to all come together and work, especially in the media.
That's Annabelle Rene, the only deaf parliamentarian in Venezuela who also heads a foundation for persons living with disabilities. Rene advocates for policies that enrich the lives of individuals living with various disabilities. He is one of the main speakers at the conference. For Selah, translating Rene's interview was not simple because sign languages change in different parts of the world.
Yeah, that's a hard thing. Most people don't know. They think that sign language is just all the same across all countries, and that makes sense. Maybe you would think that. But in reality, every single country, most of them have their own different language. Here in Belize, we use a form of ASL, so it's very common. Same with United States. But even in different Spanish-speaking countries, Mexico has a different one, Venezuela has a different one, Guatemala. So it's important to be able to facilitate communication between those languages just as much.
Juan Palomino, the president of the Inter-American Confederation for Deaf Professionals in Civil Society, is also in attendance at the 4-day conference. Palomino has a degree in education for the deaf. For this interview, Selah's father was our translator.
I've come here to Belize, and I was welcomed here to work with different individuals here in Belize, and I'm really interested in meeting new Belizeans and see how I can support and help them, and that we can work together as individuals to continue to develop things for all of the Americas. And our hope is that at this event that we will have different individuals from different countries from all over the Americas come together here to Belize to learn more about each other and how to support each other.
The conference will see participation and presentations from numerous Central American, South American, and Caribbean countries. Belizean Svetlana Romero organized the entire event. She is also deaf and a member of the organization that Palomino heads in Mexico. Selah and her dad partnered to translate Romero's interview. Why did you plan this event?
We hope that the information provided, we as a country will learn and use to motivate the deaf community.
Selah and her father are bridging a gap that makes the world of difference for deaf people. Their roles as interpreters erase the challenges that come with communicating as a deaf person trying to navigate everyday life.
I think the best way would just be first of all, to go online. There's so many easy accessibility resources to just learn a few signs and then talk to a deaf person, because a lot of times they're very lonely because even sometimes their family doesn't speak sign language or sign language. So I mean, just learning a few words will make a huge difference. And then if you really find out to like it, like me, maybe you can get, a career in it, and it can pay a lot of money. So,
reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.